Okay, this is a report of my research that I did using Google Reader. I've never used Google Reader before, so it took a little while to get used to. But once I got used to it, I was finding some real good sources and getting some real good information in no time. So the topic I decided to choose or to do some more research on was the idea of post-traumatic stress disorder in some of the first responders from New Orleans. The firefighters, policemen, some of the National Guardmen, perhaps, that had to intervene and try to keep order in the city. And then also, of course, the citizens that had to go through the hurricane and see the terrible loss of life and the destruction that the storm caused. So the first thing that I did was I typed in PTSD into the Google Reader, and that gave me a couple of links relating mostly to military personnel and then a couple of police links. So what I did from there was I hopped onto the regular Google search and just did police PTSD, and from there I got a couple of links that describe the effects of PTSD on police officers. Some good information here. And then I also found an organization called policeptsd.com. It's almost like an online blog. They post some articles every couple of days about soldiers, policemen, and just some symptoms and some things you can do to try to cope with PTSD. And then I took it one step further, and I searched for Hurricane Katrina emergency in my Google Reader, and I actually found a real great article. It's actually a fact sheet on 21st century communications for first responders. And this gives some statistics for the first responders that were in 9/11 and also in Hurricane Katrina. So that gives me some good information there. And then I also found another link that gives some statistics about certain statistics about the hardships that people faced during Hurricane Katrina and how that might have affected them having PTSD in the future. So 10% of people went without water for 6 days or more, so obviously that would have some mental implications in terms of PTSD. And also, over 60% of people that were surveyed in this study watched 4 hours or more of television of the hurricane. So I think those are some very good statistics and some good research to try to get me started on this paper. Thanks.